And in this lecture, I will tell you how to get professional photos. Find a photographer. You will need to at least have some headshot taken. Look for photographers in your area that have done photo shoots with models in the past. Remember that having photos taken can be expensive, so make sure you have enough money set aside for a photo shoot. If you are on a budget, you may find a photography school with students willing to take pictures for free to build their portfolios. Browse the website of photographers in your area. It is important that you see their work before hiring them to take photos. And contact photographers whose work you admire. If you see inspiring pictures in a magazine or catalog, find out who the photographer is and try get in touch. He or she might be interested in taking your picture, especially if he has new creative ideas for which he needs a model. This may be limited only to photographers in your area. However, famous photographers will probably not have the time or incentive to respond. Send a polite email or social media message. Do not harass the photographer with repeated messages if he or she does not respond. And make a Concorde. A Concorde or a composite cord is a mark used by models for self-promotion. This is an akin to a business card that you can send to agencies interested in petite models. A Concorde allows industry professionals to judge your best of or than just a headshot. This is what your agent would send in a submit. This is what your agent would send in to submit you for print work. It should have a headshot on the front, 3 to 5 photos on the back, and your measurements. A good size for a Concorde is 6 multiply 9. For a Concorde, you should have photos showing you from every angle. Have one photo showing you facing the camera directly and a few photos taken of you from various angles. It is also a good idea to include one or two candid photos. Examples of Concordes can be found in a quick online search. If you are a parts model or a model then that only shoots specific types of photos, then you will need a typical Concorde. Include photos of body parts if you are a parts model. Include photos of you in swimsuit or if you plan to be a swimsuit or model. Put together a portfolio of your best pictures. This is a big book of photos that you will bring with you when seeking an agency or a petite modeling gig. Superior photos can average a shorter height in the modeling industry, so make sure that you only include your best photos. Your portfolio will grow larger and change over time as you gain more experience. And finding an agency. Research agencies that have assigned petite models. Research each agency that you are interested in to ensure that they have signed successful petite models. Many agencies let aspiring models know who they have signed in the past, though you can also search for the agency name online to find out more. Focusing on agencies that are interested in petite models will heighten your chances of finding work. And go to open calls for modeling agencies. Open calls are times when new models can visit a modeling agency to find out if anyone is interested in presenting them. This is a good way to find potential representation if you do not yet have an agent. You can look for local calls or choose to travel to attend an open call, though it depends on the agency's requirements. Typically, you will need to bring a headshot, Concorde, and a swimsuit. Open calls usually attract a lot of other aspiring models. Don't be disappointed if nothing comes from you first few open calls. Make sure to dress nicely, be on time, be able to accept criticism, and have a working phone number if the agency decide to call you back. And ask questions when you are rejected by an agency. Find out if there is something you can change to get accepted in the future. Some agencies may not want to answer questions. Do not push your questions if the agency is not willing to comply. Send an email or thank you letter to the agent even if you are rejected. It is a good idea to send an email thanking the agent for taking his or her time to meet with you. The note or email should be short and thank them for their time. You never know when you will encounter this person in the future. So it is good to leave the person with a pleasant memory of you. Think it through before signing with an agent. Sign with the agent that seems most interested in you and offers the most opportunities. Make sure the agency can further your career before you commit to it. This may mean looking up reviews for the agency on the internet, asking others in the industry, and seeing if they have any successful clients. Be sure to review the contract carefully before signing in. Don't make a commitment that you can't stick with. And attend any go sees that your agency sets up. Go sees are meetings with professionals in charge of fashion shows, magazines, and catalogs. These are very important because they are what determines if you get a job. Go to every go see that your agency books for you to elevate your chances of finding a job. What you do and what you wear to a go sees depending on the requirements of your agency and the company you are meeting with. Never do anything during a go see that makes you uncomfortable. A job is not worth risking your safety or personal values.